I get asked all the time on my Instagram, why am I wearing a single Berk when I'm doing squat, leg pattern movements, pulling movements, hip hinges, and in this video I'm about to describe the exact reason why. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Coach Kolton, here to bring you physique development tools, skills, and opinions that hopefully you can use for yourself to make some gains. Now, folks, here is the beans. I'm spilling them right in front of you. I have cerebral palsy. Yes, it sucks, quite literally, but it is not that bad. If you've ever seen someone with cerebral palsy, you're usually wondering why I might not be in crutches, because they are usually, when I say usually, this isn't all the time, and many people don't understand that there's kind of a continuum of severity with cerebral palsy, but usually they're in double crutches, struggling to even walk or have any control over their muscular system at all. Now, I am fortunate enough to have a very minor case to where I have some muscular control and motor control of particular muscles, but I also lack some as well. So my right leg has a particular hypertenacity to it in such a way that it is very tense. What tenacity means is that muscles generally kind of flexing in micro flexing in long periods of time. So you don't really feel these things happening. They just kind of do it uncontrollably and spastically. So as a kid, I would get cramps because my muscles would pull and squeeze and the tendons would stretch and it'd be really painful. And now kind of the result of that is my bones have shaped accordingly. So because of that hypertonacity, the muscles kind of contracting continuously, my bones are shorter in my right leg as opposed to my left. And so what I have to do when it's relating to leg movements, hip hinging movements, things like deadlifts, squats, so on, I now have to supplement on my right foot with a Berks, the simple flip-flop. You guys have probably seen a Birkenstock on my right foot to equate. It just happens to be the right length. I'm just curious. I found it out by chance. It evens out my hips, making those movements much, much easier. I still struggle with ankle mobility, but I figured I'd make a really quick video about this because I get so many questions about why the heck am I wearing a single Birkenstock while doing a squat that looks awful, that looks absolutely terrible for you. And in most cases, you would be absolutely right. It's terrible, and I wouldn't recommend anybody do it. But for me, it just works. It just works. And unfortunately enough, in a fortunate kind of way, in a serendipitous sort of way, the Birkenstock is the exact size that evens my hips out. If you take measurements, my hips become uneven to even. It's pretty crazy. I mean, if I stood up right now, if you can even see my hips, you'll notice that one is significantly lower than the other. Okay, it takes about that much to get them even, but an inch or so away, down again, kind of see the difference. So when I put on a Berk, what happens is it immediately evens out my hips, allowing me to press safely. If you can imagine, the hip is the base of your spine. When it's sort of like this, so is your spine. So putting weight on that is definitely not safe. So I wear a Berk to safely squat. I enjoy squatting. I don't enjoy single leg squatting. You're probably thinking, why didn't you just do a single leg squat? It's not fun. It's not as engaging. It is certainly not as challenging. So I like challenges. I'm a masochist maybe. So I do what I have to do to make it work. A point that can be taken away with this is if you have a particular goal and you know that in your mind you want to achieve this goal, chase it. Chase it, chase it, chase it all day long. Do not give up. Be relentless. Be fucking relentless. My legs used to be tiny, and now they are something I get complimented on more than my upper body, which is crazy to think about because I have a literal muscular skeletal deficiency, and it's pretty amazing. So, anyways, happy holidays. If you like, comment, and subscribe because I'm awesome. Or because I'm just ugly. Either way, it hits the algo. Just comment.